Am I the asshole? For telling my friend's fiancé that it's his fault she won't eat? My friend and her fiancé have been together for 3 years, and they split all their bills. But my friend is an elementary school teacher earning poverty wages, while her fiancé is a software engineer earning 7x what she makes. He has expensive tastes and always prefers to eat out at fine dining establishments. She cannot afford to split the bill, so she will eat McDonald's or snacks beforehand, and then only order a side salad or soup. Or she will just order a side salad and go hungry because she can't afford anything else, but he insists on expensive restaurants. He always pokes fun at her eating salads. He mentioned it to our friend group at a party, and joked that women are always eating salads to watch their weight. I commented that my friend doesn't eat because she can't afford his expensive restaurants' tastes, as a woman in poverty, and it's his fault she goes without. He was shocked at this, and it caused a disturbance. My friend was outraged that I embarrassed them in front of people. Am I the asshole? Yes. Not the asshole. People who insist on splitting bills 50-50 despite making shitons of money while their partner scrapes by are massive assholes. Not the asshole. After 3 years, if he's so unaware of this dynamic, someone needed to say it for both their sakes. And Tia. Wait a minute, they're engaged for 3 years and he still splits the bill. You can tell the truth and still be the Tia. Your friend had to be humiliated after you embarrassed her in front of her friends. If you wanted to help your friend and open her fiancé's eyes, you could have done that privately to him. As a friend, not as a drama play. You aren't an asshole for telling him the truth, but you are for doing it publicly, basically telling all your friends she's too poor to eat and too weak to tell him herself. You should have taken him aside or spoken to your friend about why he doesn't know already. Not the asshole. It's pretty gross he won't even cover a meal for her. Me and my husband have both supported each other during tough times, no questions asked about money. You're supposed to have each other's backs, not be so transactional down to every meal. 3 years, and he doesn't understand her. Financial situation is nowhere in the same ballpark as his. 3 years of him not offering to pay for her on those expensive excursions, while she cooks for them at home, or does the cheaper outings. Oh, I'm dying to know what happened next, and if they stay together. Not sure calling him out would result in changing his behavior, but TBH, your friend needs to communicate with her fiancé how they can think about marriage if they don't even discuss their different financial situation, etc. Honestly, she shouldn't be marrying someone she can't be honest with, and he really needed a reality check. I can sense it'll be a long and happy marriage. I don't think you did anything wrong. Not the asshole. Your friend was more embarrassed about someone telling the truth instead of living 3 years of having to eat McDonald's before going to a restaurant with her boyfriend? Honestly, she needs a spine. And maybe this will be controversial, but sure, we can blame the shitty fiancé who insists on these restaurants, but your friend is willingly signing up for this. Honestly, it's the 21st century, she has a choice about who to date, you know, and she is choosing this asshole herself. It's just as much your friend's fault for not being truthful with her fiancé. Plus, you're butting into Nanya business territory. How is he so oblivious to his own partner? And why didn't she tell him? Not the asshole. Most people cannot afford expensive restaurants on a regular basis. She has nothing to be embarrassed about. This can't be real. Well, yes, it can because it's financial abuse. I hope you can help her see the light, and she realizes she can do better than this flathead weasel who gives the swipes a bad name. Not the asshole. Friend needs to grow a pair and be honest with her fiancé. Does she expect to live this way for the rest of her life? She might not appreciate saying any, but hopefully it will open his eyes. Not the asshole. Your friend isn't an idiot. He's financially abusive ATP. They've been together for 3 years. There's no way his fiancé never mentioned this to him. The dude embarrassed himself. You pointing it out because he didn't realize, it doesn't change the fact that he did it himself. Info: how does a guy with expensive tastes who's splitting the bills with his fiancé not notice that he's living in a very modest home? Splitting the bills doesn't mean always paying one's own way on dates, by the way. If one person asks another on a dinner date and picks the restaurant, generally that person is the one who pays, particularly when the couple has transitioned from dating to engaged to be married. I'm not sure why these women put up with stingy men that force them to suffer in poverty. What's the point of a rich husband if he's just going to hoard his wealth and make you eat McDonald's? Maybe you should be asking her what the hell she's doing. Not the asshole. Holy shit, she needs to be freed from that dusty man. It doesn't matter if partner is rich or not, it's about generosity. Whilst technically it wasn't your place to say anything about their relationship, he was being sexist, and I don't blame you. Not the asshole. However, it sounds like your friend needs to have a very long conversation with her fiancé. They're in a serious relationship. This financial situation is not healthy. Not the asshole. You were sticking up for your friend in a tough situation. It sounds like her fiancé is insensitive to her financial reality. However, calling him out publicly might not have been the best approach. Here's what you could have done differently. Talk to your friend privately, express your concern about her situation, and offer support. Encourage them to have an open conversation. Suggest they discuss budget and restaurant options that work for both of them. How are they engaged and not having this conversation between them? He has to be smart enough to know the difference in income. And she needs to just speak up. There are too many red flags to be in a relationship, and never mind engaged. Not the asshole. Dude needed a wake-up call. Just absolutely no empathy. Incredibly self-centered energy from the guy. Not the asshole. Sure, it embarrassed your friend, but for God's sakes, nobody should be in a relationship like this. She's not just going without herself. If they split the bill, she's also paying for nearly half his food. 3 years and they still can't communicate. Not the asshole, but your friend needs to realize she deserves better. Not the asshole. I don't understand how Op's friend is going to marry a man who doesn't care for her. Not the asshole. I get that it would be embarrassing for friend, but the fiancé needed to be embarrassed. He should be. And if he's not, I hope the friend reconsiders. It doesn't sound like a very good partnership. Not the asshole. Seriously, why is she with this guy? Yikes.